ஓம் பிரபன்ன பாரிஜாதாய தோத்ரவேத்ரைகபாணயே ஞானமுத்ராய கிருஷ்ணாய கீதாமிருததுஹே நமஹ. ஸ்ரேயோ ஹி ஞானமப்யாசாத் ஞானாத்யானம் விசிஷ்யதே தியானாத் கர்மஃலத்யாகः தியாகாத் சாந்திரனந்தரம். In this shloka, Bhagavan Shri Krishna praises karma phala tyaga. We may speak high of something to praise it and to highlight its importance over something else that is even better. It is our normal practice. Similar usages can also be seen in the Shastras wherever necessary, depending upon the context. Sometimes we may say family life is better. Some other time we may say renunciation or sannyasa is better. Of course, it is jnana which is most important irrespective of the way of life. It all depends on the context. When we wish to speak high of Lord Vinayak, we say that Lord Shiva originated from Lord Vinayak. One should not wonder whether that is wrong, but should understand that the aim is only to praise one thing. It is not meant to lower the greatness of the other thing. We do not talk ill of any other thing, but we tend to say that one is better than the other, though it would be very clear to our intellect and logic that it is only meant to be in praise. So, it is quite clear that the compliment is meant to be a word of praise. Technically, this is called arthavada in Shastra. Some words of praise are genuine. Some are meant for encouragement, like when we say that our children are better than the others, just to motivate them. Actually, we may also be aware that there are indeed many other children who are doing better than our child. The moment we say that our child is better than some other child, they feel encouraged. Such a usage is what is seen in this shloka. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says here, acting with our intellect is better than doing something mechanically, like a machine. When we are children, we follow the several religious practices that our parents teach us without knowing the meaning behind them. But with time, when we understand their meaning, they become significant. If we know the meaning behind our religious practice, they become much more valuable. That's why Shri Krishna says here, Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. Jnanam is better than abhyasa. Here abhyasa means the religious rituals practiced without knowing their meaning or significance. Shri Krishna says that knowing the inner meaning of our religious practices, the meaning of our way of life, is better than doing our rituals mechanically. Jnanat dhyanam vishishyate. In this context, jnanam means knowing the subject or the content of the Shastras or abiding by them. Here, Shri Krishna says that it is simply not enough just to know the Shastras. But it is even more important to register them deep in our mind. Dhyana, in other words, is called nididhyasana and means registering or assimilating the contents of the Shastras, especially Vedanta Shastras, deep in our mind. We have already studied this in detail in the 6th chapter. Thus, it is better to register in the depth of our mind that everything is consciousness rather than merely being just aware of it superficially. Shri Krishna goes on to say, Dhyanat karma phalat tyagaha. Sacrificing the fruits of karma is even better than performing such dhyana. So far, we have seen Nirguna Upasana or Nirguna Bhakti, Anekarupa Upasana, Ekarupa Upasana, worshipping Bhagavan through Karma Yoga, then Karma Phala Tyaga Upasana. Bhagavan has mentioned Karma Phala Tyaga last, where he suggests that at least occasionally offer all your actions to Bhagavan. Even if you carry out actions desiring for their fruits, offer them to Bhagavan and be ready to undergo punishments for any wrongdoings that you may have done. If your actions are done with faith in Bhagavan and within the limits of righteousness, you are sure to progress. Here, when Bhagavan talks of Karma Phala Tyaga being better than Nididhyasana, the emphasis is on conveying the significance of Karma Phala Tyaga and not in saying that it is better than Nididhyasana. We need to understand this well. It may seem difficult to understand this shloka, but if only we understand the inner implications of these teachings, will the meaning of this shloka be clear. In short, this shloka is a Karma Phala Tyaga Stuti, means praising Karma Phala Tyaga. It is to motivate the people to make a beginning in their spiritual journey. It is rest assured that they would make progress from Karma Phala Tyaga to Karma Yoga, from Karma Yoga to Ekarupa Dhyana, from that to Anekarupa Dhyana, then to contemplation of Vedanta, Jnana Yoga Sadhana, Nirguna Parabrahma Jnana, that is the knowledge of the attributeless pure consciousness. By that, one will attain absolute peace. Tyagat shantihi anantaram. Shri Krishna says, if you practice Karma Phala Tyaga, in due course of time, you are sure to attain absolute peace and completeness. That is, you are sure to attain moksha. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanad dhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma phala tyagaha tyagat chantiranantaram. My prayerful blessings and best wishes to all of you. Hari Om.